Imagine what would happen if you cut out dialogue from your relationships with your loved ones. Imagine the misunderstandings, the untold feelings, the frustration, the anger. A lack of dialogue will, with no doubt, ruin even the strongest relationship between two people. Now, imagine what it can do to a nation. Ever since the start of the war, we have been taught that politics is bad, that it should be avoided at all costs. We have been taught to focus on our own individual success, our family, our small community, often of the same religion as us, and forget our country. It will never bring us anything positive. We neglected our country. We refused to play our role as citizens. This gave the people in power a free pass to rule over us with no interest to protect and serve but their own. Without accountability from us, they were free to do what they wanted. It is exactly this apathy that led us to where we are today. Lebanon, with the complete retraction of its citizens, became nothing but a shell of itself. The nation, without the active engagement of its citizens, simply got destroyed by the ruling elite in power. The government is in constant political deadlock, unable to take any political decision that benefits the people. This political mismanagement, coupled with ramping corruption, led us to the worst financial and economic crisis that we ever witnessed, giving a final blow to an already worn-out system. It's easy to blame others when things go wrong. But if you want to rise and build our country from the fleeting ashes that are left in our hands, we need to blame ourselves first. We need to understand that it is our refusal to engage in politics that led us to where we are today. Dialogue is the condition for a successful democracy. It is only with active citizens that question, engage, and fight for their rights that we can build a democracy we are proud of. We need to put power back in the hands of the youth. Think of power like water. It flows like a current in everyday life. Politics is the work of harnessing that flow in the direction you prefer. Youth engaging in politics is the only way we can change the current situation. Political dialogue is our duty, and we are starting to make it happen in Lebanon. When I started Coffee and Politics 4 years ago, the idea was to discuss politics in coffee shops away from political parties. The youth, including myself at the time, did not want to be talked at by politicians and experts, but wanted to talk with them. Speak with us, not to us. Engagement is a two-way street, and listening to youth is equally important as speaking to them. Dialogue is the only way to fight youth disengagement in politics, and it should happen in all regions in Lebanon, not just in Beirut. It is our duty as citizens, politicians, professors, lawyers, and experts of all kinds to share our knowledge with the rest of the population, so we help bring back not only politics to the people, but also our history, our economy, our laws, and our shared culture. We need to accept that there is no single political truth, that every political argument is an effort to establish the validity of someone's personal political experience. Politics is not a zero-sum game, but rather an effort to acknowledge multiple and sometimes contradictory facts and find a way to integrate them into policies that serve the majority of the population. Dialogue will help us bring our differences into advantages. It will strengthen our national cohesion, our sense of belonging, and sustain our capacity for love and connection to our fellow Lebanese citizens. Only then, and only together, we will be able to build the country we are proud of.